Zel Boy Army. How are we doing today, guys? Hope your weekend league went well. Let me know in the comments how your weekend league went. I went 27-2. I DC'd again. And if anyone doesn't believe me and thinks I'm just lying about these DCs now, then make sure you check out my streams on the weekend. I was 2-0 up in a game. It just randomly kicked me out of the game, and my internet was fine. The stream didn't go down. So it's 3 out of 5 weeks of team of the season that I've missed out on top 100 simply because of a disconnect from EA servers. Pretty frustrating. Millions of coins I'm losing, which means I can't get some of the players that I'd like to get for you guys to try out. It is what it is. Tomorrow's video, I'm going to be looking at the Ben Yedder that I used this weekend. I used the team of the season. I'm going to be putting some highlights up of him. But today's video, it's going to be a spicy one. We are looking at some of the SBCs on FIFA. A lot of my videos where I'm talking about best value players in any position, people say, why are there no SBCs players in here? It's because I'm just looking at tradable value players in this. But I'm going to go through the SBCs that are currently in the game, and I'm going to talk about them, say if I think they're good, do I think they're meta, and do I think they're good values. So I've got Footbin up. We're looking at the prices as well. So this one is 80k, 81k. One of the things that you have to consider with SBCs are, first, you can do them quite a lot cheaper if you have a lot of fodder. And during TOTS, we're going to have a lot of good red picks in our club. So you can do SBCs quite cheap without an untradables in the club. But two, they're untradables, so you can never sell them. So when you're using them, are these cards that long term are going to have a place in your squad? So if you do an SBC, are you doing him because he looks good, or you and you love him and he'll definitely fit your team, or are you just doing him for the sake of it? Don't do SBCs unless you know long term they're going to have a value in your club. Cyprian, the latest one, does he have a time scale? 2 days remaining. But the other one doesn't have a time scale. This one's 3 times cheaper, but that card's good, but he's not amazing. For 80k, you could probably get a few cards not miles worse than that, and the tradable. Piatt, let's have a look what he is. Dmytro Piatt is 150k. 4-star, 4-star, French, some very good players in this league. But I don't think on paper he's actually worth it, because even though his card does look great, you can get Neymar for not much more. And on Xbox, it's like 200k, I think. Might be a bit more on PS. But Neymar's tradable, 5-star, 5-star, and a better card anyway. I know this Piatt card looks great on paper, but he has the stocky body type in game, which means I don't think he'll be as great on the ball as he looks. I think he's not bad value still. I don't know why he doesn't have 5-star skills. If he had 5-star skills, that would have maybe edged it. I think 150k is decent. He has the outside the foot shot tray. He'll be a fun player to use. He's got high strength, but I don't think he's an amazing value card, but a bit of fun, not expensive. This Cyprian, quite a decent upgrade on the other one. 240k. If you run a French league team or French team, I think he's decent value. He's there enough end game. The weak foot's a bit of a letdown. And one of the issues I have with this card is AUR, who's the same nation, same league, is 100k more, might even be less than that now, tradable. Like, the AUR is better than this card. All this Cyprian really has on him is a bit of physical. AUR's got a far better all-round card than this Cyprian. Maybe not quite as good defending, to be fair, but the AUR is definitely a better card. The only advantage this Cyprian really has for me is a bit better defensively, and he has the strong link to a Tal. So if you really want a strong link to a Tal, maybe you packed a Tal this week or later in the week from red picks, and this Cyprian's pretty good. Not too bad value either. And obviously you can do him a bit cheaper. Live ones, these are the ones that run out, aren't they? Do they have any here? No, I think, okay, players. Flashback Alan. Let's have a look at him. I hate playing against this guy, man. 220k. I would argue that he's actually a better card than Cyprian. He can't shoot quite as good, but he's got better physicals, better defending, bit better passing. I think this, and he's Brazilian, which is easier to link than French. Even though French is great, I think Brazil's the best nation on the game. Pretty similar cards, to be fair. This guy's 20k cheaper. I do think, in general, Serie A is a more well-rounded league than the French league. Napoli have better links, probably. To be fair, Napoli don't have that many great players. Manolas is pretty good. Mertens is decent. Insigne, yeah. Napoli have more options than just the Ital that I think it's Montpellier that Cyprian has. But this is a good card. 220k, similar to Cyprian. If you like a out-and-out defensive mid who can still shoot a bit, good value at this point of the game. Coutinho, let's look at him. At 400k, I don't think he's awful, but again, I don't think he's fantastic. 5-star skills is nice. I just think at this point with Tots, you can get better cards for cheaper. If you can do him for nearly free, then he's pretty good. But the problem when I say that is that there's quite a few other options now at this point tradable, and there's quite a few other options untradable. Like the Lucas Moura that we'll get to is a lot better than this Coutinho and not tradable. And yeah, he's a lot better. He costs quite a bit more, but he'd be a way better player at this point of the game. I do think Coutinho would be decent. He doesn't have the shooting traits though, but I think like normal Neymar still be better than this guy. These league SBCs, if you can do them very cheap, those cards are both pretty good, but it's just can you do them cheap or the player's price fixed. Markus Alonso, 200k. You'd be better most likely in this league just going for who is it? Robertson. This Alonso has a bit better weak foot. Alonso is a solid card, but I don't think this Alonso is that fantastic. Bit slow at this point of the year for Tots. Bit bad on the ball. I wouldn't be doing him. Jota. Let's have a look at him. 350k. It's a decent card. Very good on the ball. Very good physical. The passing's not great. He's got pretty poor sprint speed. Good shooting, but not insane. 5-star weak foot's nice. 4-star skills good. The only problem is he doesn't really have a good strong link at all. Like the only really good player that Wolves have to link to him is Adama, and Adama's the opposite wing, so you can't get them both on full chemistry. So the chemistry links to this Jota are awful. Portugal is an okay nation on foot, but if you can afford one of the better Ronaldos or Eusebios, you probably don't want Jota, and he doesn't have the shooting trait, so I probably wouldn't recommend Jota. Oh, didn't realise Goretzka had a loan card. Oh no, I thought it said... I'm an idiot. I read it wrong. I read it as player moments Leon Goretzka. We'll leave that in the video for you guys to laugh at. Okay. This card plays better than it looks, and it looks amazing. At 400k, if you run a German Bundesliga team, this guy's insane. He lacks the skill moves, but he has pace, physical, solid defending. He's decent on the ball, great passing, great shot. I play against Jambu a lot who has this guy, and at the 6'2", he just seems everywhere. Really good card, 400k. Bayern Munich have unreal links. That's something you need to consider as well when you do an SBC. Do they have good links to other players? This Goretzka is an absolute animal and one of the better value SBCs in my opinion. Moreno, I think he's a bit off the curve now. 215k. I think with Tots, he's got good stats that are in the mid to high 80s, some 90 stats. 4-star, 5-star's nice. But I just think now that we've got Tots here, the card's not worth it anymore. He doesn't have many great strong links at all, being Valencia and Spanish. Got the shooting trade, which was nice, but I wouldn't be going for him unless you got a cheap team but lots of untradables. Bergwijn, I thought this guy looked pretty good, 230k. If you've got like a Son, Lucas Moura, then he looks very good. I think with a Deadeye, gets really high shooting, really good card. I think at 230k and some pretty good links and being in the Prem, Dutch is a pretty good nation. I think this guy's still good value. Ogbonna, how much is he? So Ogbonna's 260k. He looks great and he plays well, but now we've got Tots, he's just not good value anymore. 270k, and we've got some really good Tots cards. I wouldn't be personally going for that Ogbonna. I don't think at this point in the game he's that outstanding, to especially with the acceleration, aggression, decent defending, good on the ball but not insane, I won't be getting him over some of the Tots defenders who are somewhat even cheaper. Vidal, 300k, same again. Tots has kind of nullified him. Doesn't have the skill moves, has good weak foot. He has a very nice, well-rounded card, and he suits the meta. But his passing, shooting, ability on the ball, and pace, they're all decent. But this guy, when he came out, was very good. But at this point, he's good at a lot of stuff, but not amazing. Getting enough stuff to be worth 300k. I won't be putting my untradables into him now. I've got Tots players who are better. Boateng, this guy, I don't know. He's a little bit slower than some of the Tots, but he has the elite physical defending. He's decent on the ball. Got great weak foot. That's 6'4" build at 300k, and you can link him to Kimmich, Goretzka, a lot of the other great Bundesliga players. I think he's good value still. If he was Finnish and playing in the Turkish league, no. But considering he's very easy to link in and he's got some great stats, and he's still an absolute beast, I 100% would be recommending him as good value. These cards, they're not even worth the time they take to do them anymore, I don't think. Sundra, at 330k, I don't think he's worth it. He was good when he came out a few months ago and good value, but I'd just be going for Theo Hernandez for the similar price but tradable. At that point, he's a lot better than that Sundra. Ramos, how much is he? 400k. The tradable centre back, that's a lot better, as a few 100k more. Great card when he came out, won't do him anymore. Sane, 3-star weak foot, hurts this card a lot. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's 360k, rip off, don't do him. Hazard was great when he came out. Hazard's a million, nowhere near worth that anymore. Definitely won't be doing him. You'll see a pattern that a lot of these cards that they've become, they were great when they came out, but they're not worth it anymore simply because of Tots cards have overtaken them. Lucas Mora. It doesn't show Lucas Mora Militao. Lucas Mora at 960k is expensive. I've seen a lot of people saying that it's bad value, but in my opinion, that Lucas, I'll show Lucas and Militao's have him in my team. Lucas and Eder Militao are 100% good value because they just suit the meta to a T. Lucas, rapid, great shooting, not the best passing, but with a Maestro fixes it. Amazing on the ball, decent physical, 5-star weak, 4-star skills, great links in the Prem. He just suits this game to a T. The meta is built around players like him. Connects to Son, that Bergwijn. For me, I had an untradeable Son anyway. He's a great player. He played at Lamb for me this weekend and wasn't miles off a goal or an assist a game, which is really good from there. He just suits the game. And even though he's expensive, the 5-star weak foot's really nice. With the links he has and suiting the meta, he's arguably better than Richarlison's Tots because he's better on the ball. And Richarlison Tots costs a few 100k more than this and has worse links, not being Everton. And one of the reasons this Lucas is so expensive, he has 289 rated squads. If you put 2 or 3 94 plus red picks in from Tots, which most people have who get finished gold or higher now, you can do him 400k. So 100% worth. Best SBC on the game right now in terms of best player we've got. Why we don't have icon SBCs? Mid icon upgrades are a waste of money. I'd be putting it into a card like that. Militao, really good card. How much is he at the moment? Let me have a look. 400k. I don't think it's unreal considering you can get Diego Carlos. Ramos centre back's really good, but he's up there with them. Great on the ball. He just suits the meta at centre back. Quick, good physical, great defending, great on the ball. The only weakness is his weak foot. He has great links though. Brazilian, Real Madrid, La Liga, and the links alone, with being such a good card, make him good value. Hopefully, boys, through this video and the way I've talked about players, you'll be able to get an idea of how I value SBCs, how I decide what's good value or not. Maybe disagree on some of them, please let me know. But hopefully this video has helped you. I appreciate you guys watching this video a lot. Have a spicy evening, and I'll see you boys tomorrow.